Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy LegendaryEA, and we are back here for another NBA type video. Now, I did say that I was going to be talking about which teams I'm going to be doing for NBA 2K19, but I decided to actually push that to tomorrow. And don't worry, if you guys are a fan of 2K videos, double uploads coming next Friday, whenever 2K19 drops. Let me know what you guys want to see on that. But obviously, today, we're going to be making another NBA discussion topic video, and we're going to be talking about the 5 most overrated players heading into the 2018-2019 season. Now look, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and like it up and subscribe. And on this channel, I post 2K rebuilds, my league series, and NBA discussion videos. So if you guys like basketball, this channel is definitely for you. Now look, before I get a bunch of dislikes, I gotta put a quick disclaimer right here, man, because this is pretty much my opinion. This is my opinion, my preference. And look, just because I call your favorite player overrated, it does not mean that they're bad. I think people really don't understand, because to me, you can still be an amazing player, a great player, a legendary player, and still being somewhat overrated. Now look, the way that I describe being overrated is probably the same way that I saw in B-Soul's video. Right here.
Overrated. The Google definition is having a higher opinion than deserves. Or essentially, not being good as what people think. But I think we have to make some clear distinctions whenever videos are made about players in the NBA being overrated. For one, being overrated does not mean you are by any means a trash player. When Low made that Steve Nash video, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I highly doubt that he thinks Steve Nash is a bad player. Steve Nash is still one of the best passers this league has ever seen, one of the best point guards, and one of the most talented players we've seen. However, what makes him overrated is the public perception. Steve Nash is given excuses for things that players that he was touted to be on the same level as or better than did not have, because they surpassed those excuses the year prior or the year after, yet he is given a pass on the same scenario.
To me, it's pretty much players that are just overhyped, and a lot of people put them way ahead where they're supposed to actually be, and they never live up to those expectations, or they're just not as good as people say they are. Like I said, you can be great and still be overrated. But yeah, guys, if you guys are sensitive, if you guys can't take somebody else's opinion, once again, this ain't for you. Just go ahead and drop a like and dip. But other than that, man, let's get straight into this video. I'm only gonna be talking about players with clout here. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about random role players like a Trevor Ariza, because people are really starting to hype that man up just a little bit too much. Alright, and that's coming from a Rockets fan. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into this video. Of course, I always start with my honorable mentions. But yeah, let's get straight into it. And hopefully, I don't strike a nerve. Hopefully, you guys understand where I'm coming from with all of these players. And look, as I always do, I'm going to give you guys a name, a simple reason why. Right after that, I'm just going to keep it moving. That simple. Not that much analysis going into it. Because like I always say, if you guys want me to take a deeper dive, let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so before I start off with my honorable mentions, I do gotta say Andrew Wiggins is not on this list. He has been getting a plethora, yeah, I said plethora, of hate this entire past season. I pretty, like, at this point, he's kind of underrated because people think that he's just pure trash. And yeah, definitely before last season, he was overrated, but he's not on this list. He's been getting too much hate. Neither is Carmelo Anthony. People have been talking down on Melo so much. He ain't on this list. Another good player to put on here who people been going out, I think that's about it, to be honest. But as far as my honorable mentions goes, of course, we're gonna start off with Hassan Whiteside. Dog. You know what? I don't even think that I really have to explain this one. Hassan is just, he's Hassan. I mean, there was a time where we all thought that he was great. Some people still think that he's good. Look, bruh. Next season, a rookie, next season, Bam Adebayo might be starting over him. He got to be on this list. Another one is DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre, I hate to be the one to say it. I don't want to come off as negative, especially since I love to be positive. You're not good. Like especially for the modern NBA, he's really just somebody who's good at getting rebounds and dunking. That's about it. I do think that he helps out Dallas because he's better than Nerlens Noel, but All-Star, nah, bruh, nah. And lastly, we have a rookie on this list. This is a rookie that I think he's gonna be good, but people are comparing him to the likes of Dirk Nowitzki, Kristaps Porzingis, saying all this stuff, all this random stuff, and that's Luka Doncic. Look, Luka Doncic is gonna be cool. As a matter of fact, I was one of the people who, like 6 months ago, I was calling him one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated player in the draft. And now it seems like everybody on social media is saying that he's rookie of the year. He's gonna be this, that. He was a EuroLeague MVP. And I think that people are forgetting that there has never been a good EuroLeague MVP in the NBA. The last one was Karolinko, and that was after he was in the NBA. So, I mean, Luke was great. Hopefully he has a great career, but at this moment, stop. He was the 3rd pick for a reason. Let him prove it. You don't come into the NBA entitled. All right, nothing from college, nothing from overseas matter. He's on the same playing field as DeAndre Jordan, as all these other rooks. That's just how it is. But anyways, guys, those are my honorable mentions. Let's get into this top 5, man, and let me know what you guys think about that. Like I said, this ain't hate. I like all these players on this list somewhat, in some kind of way or form. But let's just head on to number 5. All right, at number 5, we have a two-way tie, and I just could not choose between these players, and basically, it's Brandon Ingram and Jason Tatum. And before Lakers and Celtics fans get mad, look, I was the biggest fan of Brandon Ingram in the 2016 draft. I thought that he should have been first. I was wrong. And of course, I am a huge fan of Jason Tatum as well. I've said it in so many videos, but 2K has Tatum rated as an 87. Which is insane, because that means that he's better than his teammates, Al Horford, and a bunch of other multiple All-Stars. That's where you lost me. All right, that's where you lost me. And 2K has been doing this with a lot of rookies from last year's class, but it's just not that with Tatum. People have him so high on some of their top 50 lists in the NBA. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Tatum is really great. I think that he's gonna be a future MVP type player. I think that he's gonna be great, win multiple championships, all that good stuff. But he's not better than Al Horford. Not yet. Definitely not yet. I mean, nah. Let's stop. And then as far as Brandon Ingram goes, look, Lakers fans are saying that Ingram is better than Tatum, which I don't think is true. They're also saying they have compared him to players like Kevin Durant, Scottie Pippen. They have just put Brandon Ingram on so many levels of so many great players, and they have called him better than a lot of these other young players. I just don't think that that's factual. And the only reason why he's on this list is because Lakers fans have such a huge voice. It goes everywhere. But both of these players are still both great, and I think that they're gonna both have a great career. But for right now, I have them here. Once again, no hate, man. It's just my opinion, and it don't mean that they're bad. Both of them are still ballers. At number 4, we have Karl Anthony Towns. And now I've been on the Towns hype train since he was drafted, man. But the lack of improvement and consistency is not reassuring at all. Look, he's still a great young player with tons of potential, but every single day it seems like my guy is falling out of my top 20. Like every single day it seems like, wow, is Towns, dude. I remember like at the beginning of last season, some people were legit saying that Towns is right outside of the top 10. Now people have him around 17, 18, 19, 20, some even 21. Like, people are putting Nikola Jokic in front of him now, which I personally don't think is true, but like he's sliding very, very fast, and it's for a good reason. I mean, it's for a really good reason. I mean, we talk about Wiggins not really like getting better, but Towns has gotten slightly better. But come on, man, the way that we hype him up every single season, I'm gonna need something. defensively, man, please. At number 3, I have Draymond Green, and look, Draymond is the definition, in my most humble opinion, of a system player. He should not be an all-star at all. And the thing is, without Curry, Durant, and Golden State's entire system, I don't think he starts on many other teams. I'm just gonna be honest. Like he's still great, but an all-star, I just can't go with that. I just cannot rock with that at all. I mean, I get that he's on the best team in the NBA, but there's really no argument for him. I get that he does a lot of things above average, but let's even take this from the same draft class, because I believe him and Harrison Barnes were in the same draft class. If you were starting a team, would you take Harrison Barnes or Draymond Green? Be honest. I'm taking Harrison Barnes, and I think Draymond fits better with Golden State just because they have elite scorers, elite defenders, and all that. But I think by himself, I'm just not sold, man. I'm just not sold. But at the end of the day, he still got 3 rings, so who really cares? At number 2, I know this one is gonna come with his fair share of comments, and that's Russell Westbrook. And look, the only people who really don't like Russell is probably it's Colin Cowherd, man. That man takes shots at Russell every single episode, but he's not the majority. He's not at all. And the thing is, I think the way that Colin talks about him makes him very, very underrated. But I think as far as the general reception, he is kind of overrated. He's not better than Stephen Curry. He's not even better than James Harden. And I was saying this his MVP season, and all the Thunder fans were just saying, watch until he gets help. My video on that, which I'm gonna put in the top right hand corner of how he's not winning a championship, that one aged very, very well, because he got 2 All-Stars with Melo, who was an All-Star a year before. Same thing with Paul George. Team was still trash. So look, man, I like Russell. He's so intense, and I would love, and the thing is, I am a huge fan of watching him play, but I don't think that he will ever be the best player or the second best player on a championship level team. I don't think that he's better than Stephen Curry. I don't even think that he's a top 5 player. I still have him in the top 10, but in the top 5, there's just no way for me. But people see Russ play, and they just fall in love with all of the athleticism and flashiness, and they put him against Stephen Curry and say that Curry only shoots threes. They say Russ is a better passer, which is completely false. Look, man, Russ is great, but some of y'all just gotta chill. And at number 1, we have somebody who was just recently traded, and we have Kawhi Leonard. And the reason for that is literally this clip right here.
Is Kawhi Leonard the second best basketball player in the world?
Yes.
I don't know, Charles.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yes.
What? I think Kevin Durant could take the Spurs to where Kawhi Leonard is taking them now.
He's a better three-point shooter. He's a better defender. He's a better rebounder.
A better three-point shooter than Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
No.
I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Yeah, pretty much it's really his defense, because some people literally have Kawhi Leonard above Kevin Durant. I don't know what you guys are actually smoking, what you guys are doing. Look, it is LeBron James, a small gap, Kevin Durant, a big ass gap, and then it's like Steph Curry, Harden, and then Kawhi. And Gilbert Arenas also made this valid point about San Antonio and all the defensive players. He pretty much called them, in terms of defense, system players. I can actually see that. I don't think that Kawhi's defense isn't to be as effective on the Toronto Raptors, but we are yet to actually see that. We're really gonna see. I still think that he's great. I don't like. Let's be honest. How did it ever come to him being debated as a top 3 player? Because if you look at it, Kawhi, he's really only had like two amazing seasons in the NBA. That's honestly about it. So I don't think it's fair to compare him with Kevin Durant or even Steph Curry, who's a 3-time champion and a 2-time MVP. I don't think it's fair. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this video. Make sure you go ahead and like it up and subscribe. Let me know if you guys hated everything that I said. Let me know what I did right, what I did wrong, and let me know who you guys put on y'all's list. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a civil debate. The more crazy y'all's comment, the crazier you look to everybody else. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace, y'all.